If you have bullying issues, the best thing to do is to tell an adult. If it's happening at school, tell a teacher, tell a counselor, tell the security, any adult. If you feel that you're getting bullied, it's better to tell than not to tell, because chances are, if you're getting bullied, somebody else is getting bullied about the same thing.
Well, bullying is that's a HIB, which is harassment, intimidation, and bullying law, so it needs to be addressed.
The best thing to do is, like I say, is to tell an adult so that we can deal with the issue. Some people think that laughing at bullies will dispel the situation, but I think that in our case it probably escalates it.
There's consequences, before people that would run around and think they're going to keep doing that over and over again. You're going to have consequences, especially in school, because of the act and the legislation and the law for harassment, intimidation, and bullying being in place. School districts statewide are mandated to take action. So.
Sometimes people are afraid to speak up. If you have to tell a friend and have that friend report it for you, that's okay too. It's always better to speak up, because if it's not reported, no one can deal with it and it can persist or get worse.
If it's continuous in schools, they end up getting a Thursday school or getting suspended.
You should feel safe to speak up. If you can't, tell your parents and have your parents call the school. And when we hear about threats outside the school, there's not a lot we can do. We can talk to the person at school if they go to school here, but if they're threatening you outside of school, that becomes a legal issue.
It just means more time that you have to catch up. The last thing you want to do is miss more school. People miss enough school already just by being sick and getting behind. So if you're out of school because you decide that you want to continue to bully people, then you're just affecting your own education. And really, it's no different later. You decide to get a job, and if you're being brought into human resources because you have issues with harassment and intimidating and bullying other employees, next thing you know, you don't have any money and the income coming in because they decide to put you on leave, and then it's hard to pay the bills and live.
It's good to address it. If you can address the bully, you could ask them to stop bullying, first of all, to stop whatever it is they're doing to harass you. If they refuse to stop and keep doing it, that becomes a harassment issue. If they threaten you, it becomes an intimidation issue. As it escalates up higher, it becomes a criminal offense. So if people continue to bully you after you ask them to stop, it's a reportable offense, and it can be a criminal offense. So once an administrator has confronted somebody about a bullying issue and they continue to do it, they'll probably get suspended, or they could even get charges pressed against them.
Probably lots of reasons. Usually it's, again, people have differences with people, and then, or somebody decides to joke around and say something that completely changes the friendship, or whatever it is. So it's that first level. So that's the first level of greater issues later. So if you address the things at the first level, which is down here, you can stop the other stuff later. So that's why.